Good morning class. Today we are going to learn about the pavement analysis and design unit number 5. So in this unit number 5 we are going to learn about pavement testing and evaluation, field density, CBR, plate load test, condition surveys and surface evaluation for unevenness, root depth, profilometers, bump integrators, Benkelman beam deflection study, and introduction to highway design method HDM. So let us see what does a pavement condition surveys are. So according to the theories, pavement conditions refers to activities performed to give an indication of the serviceability and physical conditions of road pavements. It means that first you have to see that what type of the road it is and what type of the maintenance is required and which type of a service has to be provided. So the first, what is the physical condition of the pavement is that we need to take care of. Then these activities are of three types: data collection, then condition rating, and next is the quality management. So you have to collect the data that is regarding what type of the pavement was there, the design data, if it is flexible pavement, if it is rigid pavement, what was the thickness, what was the soil condition, test, everything you need to collect, that is known as data collection. Then condition rating means what type of maintenance you have to give. So first physical condition should be taken care of, and then quality management, that which type of materials has to be provided so that the road is being developed. So this is how you need to take care of these calculations. Then we are having most of the agencies which are inclined towards automated and semi-automated means of collecting pavement data. So this condition is with reference to automated, that means fully and totally done with auto basis, and semi-automated means manually and major things which are done going on the site by collecting the data physically. And then you have to take care of the conditions of the pavement, and you have to take care of the agencies which are going to provide the resources available for the repair of the pavement after doing all these physical surveys. So next, if you can see, there are two main groups of condition indices. So first is estimated condition ratings are based on observed physical conditions of the pavements, and the measured condition rating systems are not only based on observations by trained raters but also backed by physical measurements such as roughness and mathematical expressions. So these two conditions, first you need to know the physical condition, and second, after knowing the physical conditions, what are the mathematical expressions, that means what are the conditions and what you are going to give the remedy that you need to calculate. So quality management is done to ensure that the data collected meets the needs of pavement management process. It involves activities such as specifications of data collection, protocols, quality criteria, responsibilities of personnel, quality control, quality acceptance, corrective actions, and quality management documentation. So along with this, you need to know there is room for improvement in all aspects of the pavement management process. So repair means you need to improve the pavement in all conditions, whether it is having the wrapping conditions, whether it is having any obstacles, anything it is having, you need to manage it. with respect to the improvement status or improvement quality which has to be taken care of. So this is how you need to know. So basic thing you need is to develop criteria for the quality of the process of material which you are going to use. After this we are going to see about the pavement unevenness. So firstly, what is this mean is the longitudinal profile of the road pavement has to be even in order to provide good riding comfort to fast moving vehicles and to minimize the vehicle operation cost. Presence of undulations on the pavement surface is called pavement unevenness, which results in increase in discomfort and fatigue to the road users and increase in fuel combustion and tire wear. So these are the two conditions you need to take care first. And last is the increase in vehicle maintenance cost, reduction in vehicle operating speed, reduction in vehicle operating speed again we have taken, so increase in accident rate. So all these 4 to 5 points we need to consider when pavement unevenness has to be considered. After that we are going to see about the pavement surface should therefore be maintained with minimum possible unevenness or undulations so that the desired speed can be maintained in conformity with other geometric standards. Loose road surface increases the resistance to traction and causes increase in fuel combustion. So any type of undulations are there, any type of disturbance and unevenness is there in your pavement design, then the fuel consumption and accidents are mostly occurring. Next is the unevenness of pavement surface is commonly measured by using simple equipment called bump indicator in terms of unevenness index, which is the cumulative measure of vertical undulations of the pavement surface recorded per unit length of the road. For example, unevenness index of a pavement may be measured as total undulations of the surface in mm or meters per kilometer length of the road. The unevenness or undulations of pavement surface may be caused due to various factors such as inadequate or improper compaction of either the fill, subgrade or pavement layers or combination of these, use of improper construction machinery, use of interior pavement materials, improper surface and subsurface drainage, unscientific construction practices including the use of boulder stones and bricks as soiling coarse or loose or weak subgrade soil, poor maintenance practices, localized failures due to the combination of causes. So all these points we have to take care of. Next point is root depth. So root depth, so first we should know what is root is and then we can see what is root depth is. So rooting is one of the commonly observed permanent type of natural distress in fractional pavements due to the failure of subgrade. So types of rooting. So these are the types of rooting. So that is known as your unstable rooting. If you can see that this is the undulation caused in the road. If the subgrade of the soil is not properly done, this is what is the unstable rooting is there. So if this unevenness of the surface is there, that is known as instability rooting and we cannot safely drive the vehicle on the road. This is rooting in wheel path from where we are having our vehicle to pass. You can see this unevenness here also, so it is very difficult to drive the vehicle in such type of wheel path routing. This is block routing. Total block of the main road is having the unevenness. structural rooting if there is any undulation like this, fatigue rooting if stresses are developed, then there will be cracks, and that is known as your fatigue rooting. This is slippage rootings, the root becomes very slippery and smooth, so that is known as slippage rooting. So root measuring devices are ROMDAS. So road measurement and data acquisition system has been developed by Data Collection Limited DCL as a low cost modular system designed to collect road and pavement data using vehicles. So this is a ROMDAS equipment which is used to measure the route of which type of the route is there, which type of stresses are developed, and then they can be rectified. Again, next is linear measurements. So routing can be measured using a simple device wherein the root depth will noticed vertically downwards, as the method is simple to execute and requires minimum 2 members to execute the work. So 2 members you can have. So this is the road, and if this is the undulation or unevenness, then this depth is measured and the root measurement is done. So what are the causes? Unusual thrust of wheels in a particular direction, then heavy channelized traffic, inadequate compaction of mix at the surface or in underlying forces during construction, weak pavement, intrusion of subgrade clay into base course, aggregates surface dressing being pressed into the lower supporting bituminous layer. Now what are the treatments? So filling with premix upon graded or dense graded patching materials after a track coat and compacting the desired level. So this has to be done. Track coat means wearing coat. So filling is properly done and grading of the patching is already done on the surface coating at desired level. Then situation indicative of shear failure or subgrade movement require excavation and then applying the above treatment. So if there are more undulations, more stresses develop, then what we have to do is we have to take out all the pavement or that particular patch, and again the subgrade is rectified, cleared, and again the track code is maintained. So this is how we are doing for this. So first is this upheaval due to thrust due to this. So roots are developed, these are the undulations formed, and again the level is done with filling all this on the track coat. So this is how all the things are done with root filling. Next is profilometers. So in next class we are going to learn about profilometer and other things of unit number 5. So thank you for today.